What's going on, everyone? My name is Sherwin, and today we are behind the R1T studios. And we had a little incident last night while we were at Costco. It may have happened there, it may have happened afterwards, but all I know is on the way home, I hear click, 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 click. I rolled down the windows and then I heard it even more. And I thought it was like, man, I hope it's a piece of tape or something, but it wasn't. It wasn't. So when I got home, I inspected it. I knew it was coming from the driver's side because the noise was just on that side. It wasn't on the passenger side. So inspecting the front tire, inspecting the rear tire, and this is what I'm gonna show you that I found. So at first I thought it was just like pebbles and stuff stuck in between the grooves, but upon further inspection, I wonder if you could see it, but way over there, right here, is a giant screw. It has like a head and everything. So yes, we got a puncture. Fortunately, overnight we didn't lose any pressure, at least according to the TPMS in the car. The problem is the TPMS hasn't updated since last night, but visual inspection shows that it doesn't seem to have lost a lot of air, if not any at all. So what I'm gonna do is use this digital tire pressure monitor and see what numbers we should get. It should be around 50, maybe 51 psi. For these tires, that's what the rating psi is supposed to be. So let's go and check to see if we have lost any pressure. All right, so it looks like 47.1. We are losing a little bit. It looks like we are slowly losing some pressure. So we're gonna go and take it to the shop and get it fixed. EVBase has sent out these pucks for the Rivian R1T and R1S. And I looked around, and these were actually for a different video. I'm still waiting on some other things, but I might as well do it on this video. As of right now, from the information that I've searched on the internet, everyone uses the hockey pucks or jack pucks. We're gonna go check out America's Tires, and they usually fix flats for free over there. And let's see what happens. But some people, I heard, for truck tires, they don't repair them, they replace them. So I don't know if that's like for road tires or all-terrain tires. I don't have all-terrain tires, so man, I hope I don't have to buy a new one. So we're gonna go check them out, but I'm gonna show you what those jack points look like underneath the truck. All right, so the jack points under the truck is this. It's the circle, and you just have to pop these out. Trying to do this with one hand. Okay, I couldn't do it with one hand. So you just press on one side and these pop up. Now there is a little cord or something to keep it from, so you don't lose it. But inside you're gonna see that hole, and that's where that nipple from the jack puck will go into. So this is right next to the tire. Let me pan. Can I pan it? And these gimbals won't let me pan or do anything. But there's the tire. So it's right next to the tires. There's 4 of them, one next to each tire. So as I was saying earlier, the TPMS, as you can see here, is updated yesterday. I don't want to drive it around just to reset the TPMS. That's why I use that digital pressure gauge monitor thing, device. But right now, as you can see, the driver rear still says 50, but the digital monitor says 47 psi. So we've lost about 3 psi from what it looks like. Not too bad. I'm not going to be concerned about it. But one thing you do have to do, or actually a couple of things you have to do, is you want to set your drive mode suspension, the ride height. You got to set it to the highest setting, and the only way to do that is to put it in all-terrain mode. All right, I was like, why does the screen look different? I had my phone key on top of the hood and it didn't detect it in the cabin. So now the key is with me. You have to change your drive mode in order to change the ride height to the highest, because all purpose will only set it to like high, but if you set it to all terrain, you could even set it higher. I'm not going to do it here right now, but I will do it once I get to the shop. And then the reason why you do that is because when you go to your settings and you go under vehicle and you go under service, tire change, it tells you right there, all terrain, and choose highest ride height. Now, when you enable this, you are no longer going to be able to change the ride height of the vehicle. That's why you need to do it first before setting your tire change mode enabled. So you got to, yeah, change that first. All right, we're going to head on out to the tire shop. I brought my scooter just in case it takes a while and I can just go places without waiting too long over there. So hopefully everything goes well. Let's go. All right, we are here, America's Tires. I always go here, and another tire shop for all my needs. And it doesn't matter if you have EV or gas, they usually take care of you. So hopefully they do the same here. But before we go, we're gonna put this bad boy in all-terrain mode. It's gonna say, are you sure? Yes, I am sure. And now it's gonna set my ride height to the highest. And we're gonna go in and hopefully we can get this thing situated. So they're able to use a 2-ton jack, it looks like. And guess what? That red thing right there is their own hockey puck or jack puck. So they have their own. That's why I love coming to America's Tires. They just know how to work on EVs. They know what's up. The gentleman wasn't really familiar with the service mode, so I showed it to him. But otherwise, they are really great. Love this place. Can't recommend them enough. All right, about 30 minutes, and that's all it took for them to repair the tire. I really love America's Tires. We've been bringing all of our cars there even before we have EVs. This is not a sponsored content for America's Tires. This is really for EVBase, but I just wanted to share just how great of an experience I always get from America's Tires. But I also wanted to take this opportunity to pretty much share with you all the information that I got from America's Tires regarding tire cost and also road hazard insurance. If you haven't caught the previous video with the Model X and the pothole, Model X versus pothole video, please go check it out. But I want to run some numbers in comparison to that video. And so the tires between the Model X and the Rivian R1T are fairly the same price, plus or minus a few dollars. But I was able to get road hazard insurance on the Model X. I think it was like $20-something per tire. I'm gonna put it up on the screen and show you how much that cost. But for the tires on the Rivian, one tire is $464. This is a 275/55/21 size. These are Pirelli Scorpion Verde all season. The Verde, I believe, is green for EV tires. Now, each tire, if I want to put like road hazard insurance on it, is $79 each. So if I were to get road hazards for all four, it costs $316. It's a little bit, I don't know. So I opted not to get it at this time. Let me think about it. But I usually get road hazard insurance on our tires. But yeah, so $484 or $464 for one tire if you add $79 road hazard. If I had to replace this one tire, it would have been $572 with tax at $608.49 for one tire. Looking at that, yeah, the road hazard is worth it. But let me think about it. Other interesting thing, I was talking with the people at America's Tires, is I told them that I don't go off-roading too much. I haven't gone off-roading at all, but that's why I ended up getting the road tires instead of all-terrain tires. If I were to get the road hazards on these tires, and I go off-roading and the off-roading causes damage to the tire that it needs replacement, would those road hazards kick in and apply to these tires? And their answer was yes. Even though these are road tires and they're not meant to go off-roading, I guess it's still considered a road hazard. I'm going to look further into that. I'm going to look at the fine print, but I'm a bit skeptical. But if it is, I mean, that's great. But we'll just see. But right now, the tires are fixed. No cost. $79 per tire for road hazard. Man, I don't know. What do y'all think? Should I get them? $80 each, man. I probably will, but let me look at the let me look at the books real quick to see if we got any room. All right, so I couldn't get a demo going on for these jack stands that EVBase sent because America's Tires had their own, but I will show you here real quick. Try to get this thing in frame. There we go. But yeah, here's one of the jack stands. But check this out. So there goes that nipple, there goes that hole. And they just go right in, and it's magnetic. Yeah, these are always handy to have just in case the tire shop does not have these jack stands or jack pucks. Always good to have. So yes, they come in glossy finish and they also come in matte finish. This one is the matte finish, and you can see the little magnets up here on top. The matte finish is anti-scratch according to the description. So check out the product links in the description below, as well as any coupon codes I may have to share with you all. But just in case you didn't know, the Rivian R1T does come with like a repair kit, like a, what is this, a bead sealer. And it comes in this pouch where your air compressor hose is. And just in case you didn't know, the Rivian does come with an air compressor right over there. So I've set the PSI to 50 PSI. Right now it was reading at like 46. It does come with an adapter that you need to use. Also comes with all these other adapters for like bikes and stuff, or for basketball, soccer balls and stuff. I think the other one is like a Schaefer. I can't remember the name of the adapter, but yeah, it comes with all these adapters. All right, we're gonna head back to America's Tires. I don't know if you've noticed in that footage where I was showing you or demoing the air compressor, there was like some damage to the sidewall that I don't recall it being there. So I'm going to go back there and just have them noted in my account, because it may have happened during them working on that tire, just so that if something were to happen in the future and it was caused by that damage, so just have them noted in the account. It doesn't look too bad, but I also want them to check it out just to be safe. But yeah, they also said that the availability of those tires, these Scorpion Verdes, They don't have them usually in stock, but a nearby warehouse does have them. And if I call before 4:30, it should be able to be picked up and get repaired or swapped out the same day. So that's another thing to consider. These tires are not common. So if you have a Cybertruck, I asked about the Cybertruck, similar situation. Cost is pretty high and availability may vary simply because it's a new tire or it's an uncommon tire. So just keep that in mind. But we're gonna go ahead there real quick and have them take a look, and we'll go from there. Yeah, so I'm here at America's Tires again, and oh, my shadow is blocking it, is it? But yeah, right there. So they checked it out. They said it's just cosmetic damage, but I wanted to just have them take a look because I don't want a future damage to be caused by that. Now they are very helpful and suggested to take down the manager's name. He is not here at the moment, but have them take a look. Maybe they can do something even further. But they said not to worry. It's just a minor thing. If we were able to see like wires and like if it's real deep enough, then yeah, that would be a cause of concern. Yeah, I'm just a little concerned because I'm taking a trip soon. Spoiler alert, but that's just a hint. So stay tuned for that video. Going on a road trip with a Rivian and another truck. I'm not gonna say whose or what, but yeah. So stay tuned for that video. But yeah, shout out again to America's Tires. All right, so I also wanted to add that when I used the air compressor and I set it to 50 psi, it actually read 57 psi on my TPMS. So it's always good to have a fallback like pressure monitor, pressure gauge monitor. So if you're curious about what I'm using, I'll have a link in the description also. It's not an affiliate link, but I got it from Amazon, I think. But it's always have a good idea to have an extra one. But yeah, I set it to 50 psi and the TPMS read 57. And when I used my digital meter, yeah, it was like 56, 57. So just be aware of that using the onboard air compressor. Were you surprised on the prices of the tires for the Rivian? I knew that truck tires are expensive. I guess it's reasonable, but do go check out other tire shops and compare prices before you go and buy. Usually they are very competitive, but those are the prices that I got from America's Tires. So let me know what you think in the comments below. If you like the video, please like. If you haven't subscribed, please subscribe. And again, thank you to EVBase for sending out these jack stand pads.